Hey guys, welcome back to the EAFC 25 Chesterfield Career Mode. Summer transfer window ended in the last episode, and everything has settled in very well. After that, we won 3 games in a row, and today, right here, this episode, we are kicking things off in our campaign in Europe. First time in the club history. I don't know. I genuinely don't know how we're gonna do it. It looks like there are quite a lot of tough teams out there. There's Chelsea, Ajax, and a bunch of other teams as well. But at the same time, I'm also confident that we might be able to claim a spot in the playoffs. Top eight, not really, but based on the bottom teams that we've seen right there, I think we are definitely good enough to beat them. We certainly have the squad depth to do so. And right here, our first test will be the Polish side, I believe. So Lech Poznan. Well, the only thing I know about this team is that they're Polish, but other than that, I have no clue. I have no clue the club history of that team, but it doesn't matter. We're focusing on Chesterfield over here. So 7 minutes in, I mean, what a way to bring Europe, bring something new, something that the club has never witnessed to this amazing football club. And guess what? 10 minutes in, Hayes, the youngster, the local born, well, you can't really say a local born, but a local academy play graduate have scored our first ever European goal. And Hay has been very impressive since his recall from loan. And later on, Straparenko, the Ukrainian, has made it 2-0 10 minutes after. And we're off to a flying start in Europe. But later on, we still need to improve our defending as well. That's a great through ball. I mean, Smet should have done a little bit better with that defending, with that awareness behind the player behind him. But at the end of the day, getting that 3 points is all that matters to kick things off here for the European campaign. And what a start. 3 points in the bag. And I'm sure if we just keep on getting scrappy wins like that, I'm happy with it. But here comes Man City. We didn't really get a lot of action from both sides for pretty much the entire game until the 87 minutes. And Kabore pretty much through. I think it also shows that we're lacking pace on the left side. Looks like Lundstrom was pretty tired. Murillo tried to catch up with Kabore, couldn't quite make it, and they seemingly scored a last minute winner. But guess what? Literally right after kickoff, here comes Illy down on the right side. He is a fringe play for us. Sets it back to Agnoni and slots that one into the bottom left corner. And that is the last minute equalizer. And we're still unbeaten across all competitions this season. But Agnoni has been a great play for us and just join us since the season 2, and right now just kind of developed very nicely as a young player. But in the last game, unfortunately, Metzberg was picked up an injury, but it's fine. We got Hayes down on the left side, and I don't really need to be worried about missing a player or two in certain positions because I do believe we have enough depth, quality of depth, most importantly, to help us to sustain what we need to achieve. And 33 minutes in for the third game today, second game in Europe, we got RB Leipzig, arguably one of the toughest team out there. But 33 minutes in, scrappy defending, poor awareness at the back there, allowing Ayes to make it 1-0. But later on, I think later on, right after the kickoff, again, we won the ball back, kind of. And then here comes a very poor throw in. Martin down in the middle, and Cameron Archer finds that one to the bottom left corner to make it 1-1. Just simply a very poor throw in by that left back, right? And 60 minutes in, here comes Benjamin Sesko. I'm still very disappointed in real life that Arsenal did not get this player because I truly believe that Benjamin Sesko fits Arsenal model or the way how Arsenal play. Then Victor Gyökeres. Hopefully, Gyökeres is going to prove me wrong, but my personal preference has always been Benjamin Sesko. Even in this game, even before I started this Chesterfield career mode, I just kind of played the Arsenal career mode and just kind of, offline Arsenal career mode and signed Benjamin Sesko, and he was immediately one of my favorite players in the game. And right here, Magnussen, despite all of his experience, gave up a penalty poorly to RB Leipzig and Jevi Simone, who are now a A Spurs player didn't really see that coming, has converted that penalty into a goal. It's 2-1 now. Here comes Samuel Martin with a few more minutes to go. Actually, right after the kickoff, pretty much. So here comes Samuel Martin, sets it up to Christian Beck. This guy's been amazing. I mean, I have no clue I'm going to pick up a great player like him. 21 euros, 75 rated, an exciting prospect. Whoever didn't pick this guy up, or whoever, let him go should be ashamed of themselves. But later on, with last minute here, Smets, this is perfect. I love every single bit of this play. We don't want to lose this game, but Smet, he doesn't have the speed. All he could do is that he is about to take down Sesko, and look at him. He I don't know. I just love this player in a way. Smets gave up the majority of the penalties so far in the past 2 seasons, but this one is one of the greatest there. We don't want to lose the game for sure. We got that 1 point in the end because of him. Because if Sesko is through on goal, he would definitely score. So Smet, in the right circumstances, gave himself up and get himself sent off, which is totally fine. Loving that play, loving that shithousery type of play there by one of our players. And right now we are in October at the moment, still scouting a few players from South Africa, I believe Fenuatu is one, and also in England. Still looking for that next gem from one of those countries. Right now we got Aston Villa away at Villa Park in 10 minutes in. Poor defending again. Whoever that was ran past that number 38. And Aston Villa has opened up the score to 1-0. Here comes Morgan Rogers. Sets it up in the middle to Sousa. And just a lot of passing around. Here is Patterson, who makes it 2-0. It looks like our first loss of the season is coming our way. Later on in the 50th minute, here comes Tigerland trying to retreat back. But again, there is so much space for Aston Villa player to pass around, and that's a great goal. I think that's the dagger right there. Morgan Rogers with his weaker foot as well. With about 38 minutes to go, I don't really think we have a chance to make a comeback here, but we can still try. There's no harm to try. But with 20 more minutes to go, Cameron Archer grabs the ball and say, you know what? Let's try to keep our unbeaten streak alive. And right now, 8 minutes after scoring this first goal, Shaparenko sets it up to Cameron Archer, and the comeback is on, guys. With 10 more minutes to go, hopefully Archer going to get a hat trick, but unfortunately, time is pretty much up right there. And that is our first loss of the season against Aston Villa. Honestly, I think Aston Villa is a game where we could possibly beat them, but the first 60 minutes, it shows that we didn't really have enough to win that game. But 22 minutes in, Samuel Martin scores a very good goal right there. You got to question the goalkeeper's ability, his reaction time, because certainly I believe that the goalkeeper should have done better in that situation. And a few minutes later, here comes Magnuson, slots the ball through to Williamson. He is very good with his left foot. Very lethal as well. I think once you give him space to shoot, he will make sure that he smashed that one to the top of the net there. And here comes Watford. We're still looking our first clean sheet this season, I believe. And it's just very hard to put clean sheet and Chesterfield in the same sentence because we just keep giving away silly goals like that. I mean, very affordable goals as well. And right now in the second half there, I know we have a 1 goal lead, but we just need to keep scoring goals. Here comes Shaparenko, finding how, coming off the bench, and smash that one to the back of the net here. 3-1 with 14 more minutes to go. Game is pretty much ended there. 3-1, great game. 3 points. That's all that matters. And right now, I think this could be the final game today. Maybe, maybe not. But we got Olympiacos. I would say an underdog actually. They're not as bad as people think because they're pretty huge in Greece, in my opinion. And right there, 3 minutes in, great start again. Cameron Archer. It was just the simplest of tapped in. I would take that. Here comes Martins down on the right side. Whoever on the left, Diego Leon having trouble marking him and just allowing him to go through everybody. I mean, of course, Diego Leon's just put his hands on his head, saying that, what have I done? What should I do better? And later on, 29 minutes in, it was a little bit scrappy, but we won the ball back. Here comes Samuel Martin, down on the left. Got a tons of pace here. You just need to find somebody in the middle, and that is Cameron Archer staying on the line. He is onside. Great finish by the Englishman. Thank God I didn't sell him. We got a pretty good offer from for Cameron Archer from Liverpool actually for about 35 million on transfer deadline day. I just don't think that was the right move because I still think, despite I prefer Williamson, but I think Cameron Archer is a great player as well. I'm not really looking forward to let him go, especially this season. This is a pivotal season for us to get to top four this year, or even trying to win a major trophy this season as well. And it's 3-1 already. Cameron Archer with the hat trick, and later on Samuel Martin with the goal. Makes it 4-1 with 15 more minutes to go. I think right now we have been doing very well in Europe. 2 wins and a draw. Unbeaten in Europe, and we just got to keep that streak alive. We just got to. I'm sure right now, after those first 3 games, I think we might be able to end it up in, in the playoff spot. In 60th minute for the final game today, we're at Bournemouth. It was poor by one of our center backs, just allowing that much space. And with 10 more minutes to go, here comes Marmoush again. I thought he was offside, but he was well on in the end. Whoever, I think it was Smet playing onside. Omar Marmoush should be playing for Man City, a club like that, instead of Bournemouth. No disrespect to Bournemouth. But with 1 more minute to go, Williamson picked up an injury. Here comes Burke. Was a very simple 1-2 play. Great finish to the bottom right corner. And that is going to be the end of the game. We don't have enough time to find a winner, to find an equalizer, unfortunately. But we handed 2 L's in the Premier League this in this season, and unfortunately, Lucas Williamson picked up an injury. He's out. He's going to be out for 4 weeks. But in Europe, looking great, sitting at second, 7 points with 8 goals and 4 goals conceded. But in the league, there after the 2 losses, we dropped down all the way to 6. And Arsenal right now 9 out of 9. I want them to win, and Spurs are 3 points behind Arsenal. Keep it that way. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.